look in the mirror, man, you're so dirty. Yeah, you look so dirty. You were never worthy. Lately, it's you.
Welcome to the Jeremy Hill Show. If you're easily triggered, leave now because this is not the show for you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to address the topic of the sisterhood. For some reason, people think the sisterhood is a group of women who are marching righteously towards a cause. No, it's not. The sisterhood are a bunch of bitter-ass women who come together just to bash black men and come together just for negativity. But the thing is, the sisterhood, they like your typical modern woman, black women in particular, my humble opinion. They are just a bunch of women who backstab each other, who lie on each other, who sleep with each other's men behind their back. No good people, in my most humble opinion. So I'm gonna show you some women who's gonna tell you everything I said. So the sisterhood ain't really that strong. They're just a bunch of angry, no pipe getting women. Let me go ahead and show it to you. 1 second.
Women need to be held accountable just as much as men do. I am so sick of hearing women say, oh, women blessing women, we need to be sisters, there's a sisterhood, blah, blah, blah. And then you go and sleep with another woman's husband. Make it make sense, because then you hear women constantly saying stuff like, I'm not the one that married him, he's the one that...
You hear that? The sisterhood, now she told you who it was, the sisterhood. And she also said that they need to be held accountable for their BS as well. They go sleep with their girlfriend's husband. And then when they get confronted about it, the women of the proud sisterhood says, well, I didn't marry him. He married her. He took those vows. I didn't take those vows. Again, the sisterhood ain't nothing but some musty back heifers who are hypocrites, who only come together to bash men. They have nothing positive to say. They never have a plan to make things happen. All they do is come and spit venom towards men. And what they attempt to do is divide men and women. That's all they do. They try to keep this grip on women's mind, trying to say you should be independent. You don't need no man. That's all comes from the sisterhood. And the majority, I say over 98% of those women don't have a man, or inside of toxic relationships, can barely hold down a job on EBT, SNAP. I will also say that they go to the club. They are the women who say, hey, demon time. They sniff lines. They puff a little reefer. Got them 6-inch eyelashes, them 12 feet long fingernails. They put on that stinking lotion with the glitter on it. It be sparkling and shit, you know what I mean? Glittery and stuff. Have that lip gloss that be so bright, so shiny, like you see your reflection in. Have a rose or two in the drawer back home so they can get off. Have a puppy or two out there. Have a train ran on them. And love to eat booty. I guarantee that's what the sisterhood is brought up. Yeah.
Not the one that married him. He's the one that took the vows. I didn't take no vows. I'm single. That's on him. Okay, but if you knowingly were a willing participant in the detriment of another woman's marriage, your sister's marriage, doesn't that make you just as much trash as she is? Because men can only do what women allow. So stop making it seem like you can just absolve yourself of accountability because you're not the one that's married. That is not how this works. Either we're going to be sisters all the time or we're sisters never. I need you to pick a...
They're never sisters. That's what I'm trying to tell you. There ain't no such thing, these sisters in the sisterhood being sisters all the time. They are only in it because it benefits them. Misery loves company, y'all. It benefits them to find other women who are in bad position, just like them. And all they do is strengthen these horrible attitudes towards men and women. These women are conniving. These women are snakes. These women are disrespectful. They are unappreciative. They are ungrateful. And when I make my content, the majority of the time, my content is directed at these type of behaviors and personalities and mentalities that you see in these so-called women who represent the sisterhood. They are that percentage. That's who this is. They have no leadership. They're just a bunch of angry, bitter women who need some good pipe and direction. They need it. But pipe ain't enough for them. I mean, they need good direction. They don't want to submit. They don't want to be a subservient to a man. They want to usurp the authority of the man, overthrow the man's position. And even if they do that, they still betray their own sister. They backstab their own sister. Gossip behind the backs of their own sister. Try to sleep with their sister's man or mama.
Or sisters never. I need you to pick a side, seriously, because it's starting to look ridiculous, okay? Men can only do what we allow. So what I hope for you, since we're such sisters, is that one day you fall in love and you really have somebody that you want to be with for the rest of your life. And then he runs into a woman just like you.
Cat fight, baby. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. I had to turn the music down because I got to play another clip that got a little short, a little low volume. But yeah, like I said, there's women coming out the sisterhood telling you about this. But I've been knowing about these sisterhood people. I made a video about that 2, 3, 4 months ago about they ain't good thing called 93% of women in sisterhood booty stank or something like that. Now listen to what this lady got to say. She gonna break it down.
Of Black women primarily that are talking. So I'm seeing a lot of videos of Black women primarily that are talking about how the most problematic demographic on this app are Black women. And I agree 10 toes down, because I have been paying attention to how Black women have been stabbing other Black women in the back. Black women have been doxing other Black women. Black women have been stealing the intellectual property of other Black women. Black women have been plagiarizing other Black women's work. Black women have caused people to resign from their jobs or deactivate their accounts. Black women have been murdering other Black women out of pure jealousy.
Woo-wee. This lady said that Black women have been deleting other Black women out of jealousy. Ain't that kind of in opposition to what they say about Black men? You know, they say Black men delete them every 20, 15 seconds. What about the Black women that's deleting other Black women? Like Arsenio Hall used to say back in the day, things that make you go,
Their jobs or deactivate their accounts. Black women have been murdering other Black women out of pure jealousy. Black women are throwing their fellow Black women under the bus for the validation of a man. I mean, the receipts is just a mile long in regards to, as a Black woman, I don't think I can trust a Black woman. I've even been stabbed in the back and have had my business almost sabotaged by another Black woman.
Black women tearing down Black women. Black women who represent the sisterhood, the holy grail of cocoa butter, is tearing down other Black women.
Had my business almost sabotaged by another Black woman. So it seems like Black women are entering into the phase of their hubris. I already have a healthy mistrust of people in general. But when I see that women are pretending to be your sister or trying to build community only to turn around and find what your weaknesses are, your vulnerabilities are, to stab you in the back, it gives me pause. I've seen Black women try to boycott Black owned businesses, but in the same breath cry why there is no Black representation. Black women flipping on Black influencers because they're just too successful. This gives me pause.
It gives me gas.
And if you're mad, get fucking mad, because I can pull out the receipts in less than 30 seconds, but Google is your friend. And this is why I say I trust you to show me who the fuck you are. And the moment you show me who you are, I leave you clean the fuck alone. I'm not going to make a big stink about it. I'm not going to get all upset. I'm just going to quietly leave you the fuck alone, leave you where you're at, and I'm going to move accordingly. Because what you're not going to do is try to sabotage and destroy what I have worked really hard for, what I've sacrificed for, because of your jealousy and your insecurities.
Yeah, that lady right there, she hit a whole lot of stuff on the head, didn't she? I told you, man, them women, them sisterhood, man, they ain't about shit, brother. They ain't never been about shit. The sisterhood only comes together to bash Black men and to come together for negativity. And apparently they come together to betray other sisters in the sisterhood. You heard it here on the Jeremy Hill Show. The gentleman gone rogue have told you. Well, anyway, let me know what you think about this. I got one more video I'm going to do for y'all later. And it's a dash cam. And it is hilariously crazy. I'll see y'all in a little while. Y'all have a good one and safe day. Yeah.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.